I want to thank the Shading Room for finding that video and posting it. I don't know the lady's credentials. I can't go back and look to see if she's the actual police officer or not. But let me get into that real quick. First, let me introduce myself. To those who are new to the B.T.S.I show, I'm Christopher J. I've been doing this for for over a year. This is a video where there's no such thing as being politically correct here. I'm not saying nothing to. I'm not intentionally trying to offend you, but at the same time, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it a buck all the time. But let's get this video started because I'm just as pissed as everybody else. The views that Christopher J expressed does not reflect the views of anybody else behind the production of the B.T.S.I show, unless it's Christopher J itself. Now, for those, like I said, we may have a new audience today. What that means is I'm holding myself responsible for my own words. I don't have a production team. I'm my own production team. But if I did have a production team, I'm speaking for myself. So if you guys want to get upset about the things I said, aim it at me. I'm responsible for my own words. If you're offended, be offended at me. But let's get into this. Rest in peace, Alton Sterling and Philando Castile. Two African American brothers gone too soon. Alton Sterling selling CDs, which is illegal. Let's call it what it is. It's illegal. Can't burn CDs. Can't sell CDs. Can't do it. Police stopped them. Told him to get down. One police officer tackled him down. They both got on him, grabbed him, pulled the guns out, shot him point blank range in the chest. Watched that man slowly die. Some y'all say he had a gun. He's down on the ground. One officer is on top of him, one is on the side. Alton Sterling is not pulling out his gun. Stop it. And that was in Baton Rouge. Not even 24 hours later, in Minnesota, Philando's Castle and his girlfriend was pulled over for a busted taillight. Asked for a license and registration. If I remember this correctly, I don't think Philando was the driver. I don't even much remember. But asked him for a license and registrations. Philando is licensed to carry a gun. I'm licensed to carry a gun. I'm in Texas. It's an open carry state. If we get pulled over by the cops or have to deal with the cops, especially people like us, then hey, I'm licensed to carry. I have a gun. That way, I'm letting the officer know, hey, I have something on me, so I don't want you to shoot me once you see it and you get in your feelings, like this one officer did. He's like, all right, man, slowly put your hands up. Philando slowly put his hands up. Got shot 4 times. Girlfriend went live on Facebook and showed the world what happened. Officer, man, I told him to put his hands up. I told him to put his hands up. He didn't reach for his gun. That's how I know. That's how I know right there. Why are you explaining yourself? That's the most guiltiest thing I've ever seen in my life. An officer who is so emotional, so angry, you wanted to explain yourself? You're like, I told him to put his hands up. I told him to put his hands up. If you was on the right, why'd you even go that far? If I know I did right, I'm not explaining myself. If I know I did something right by the book, I'm not explaining myself. For what? That police officer explained himself because he know he done fucked up. It's a sad day in this country when black people are more afraid of police officers. You know what? Let me give you say it like this. For those who want a clear understanding. Just because we got some white people listening. I have nothing against white people. I love all. I love everybody. I treat everybody the same. Because we deserve that respect. I'm talking about the ones who just don't understand. Like the Tommy Lorenz of the world. Let's put it like this. Let me word this correctly. Black people see police officers the same way white people see ISIS. White people are worried about ISIS coming to kidnap them, chop their heads off and stuff. Black people, we scared to go out our fucking front door because a police officer is nothing but a pussy with a badge, a pussy with a gun. Scared to do his goddamn job. Every time he sees a black person, he feels the need to kill him. Why is that? One thing I can say is this: in the police academy, according to some sources, when they go through a video stimulator or some virtual reality, or whatever you want to call it, most of the people that get killed in those stuff are blacks. Probably because the black people are doing the illegal crime. So they say, oh, black, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Y'all saying, what the hell does that got to do with anything? I have a gun. Smith & Wesson 9mm Sigma. Do you know why I got that gun? Because when I went to the gun range to go get my actually concealed handgun license at the time, I've been grandfathered into the open carry law, and also I have a commission badge as well. So I'm protected two ways. That's the same gun we use. So when I went to Academy, saw the exact same gun. Because I don't know too much about guns. I'll openly admit that. I don't. So what I went ahead to do is just get the gun, get the gun that I know, get the gun I'm more comfortable with. I say that because I did that just to find a gun. Officers do that every time they see a black person or possibly a Mexican or a Hispanic person out in the street. That video I played earlier today, let's say that's a police officer. There's something called the blue shield, the blue wall, whatever they call it, where you're not supposed to speak out against other cops because you're putting because you could lose your job and you could possibly lose your pension if what my sources said is true. Because you will lose they will lose your job, they will kick you out, do whatever. I think that's some bullshit, number one. And who do we need to hold responsible? Because a friend of mine, shout out to Stan, wanted me to sign a petition on how we need to govern police officials. That's called IAB. IAB is the Internal Affairs Bureau. They're the police who polices the police. If something questionable goes on, like Officer Sterling and Philando Castile, that's what we need to do, is get involved and investigate that situation. Why there's been no convictions in the past with other officers, I don't know. But we need to do better. We need to stop this. I will go read my blog post. I got more to say. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.